Before we get into the story, we have to talk about Newton's first three laws. Law 1 is inertia. Inertia is when an object is standing still. It will stay still until it is moved upon by an external force. Or an object moving will keep moving unless acted upon by an external force. The second law is the law of momentum. The equation for momentum is F equals ma, or force equals mass times acceleration. But it doesn't need to be F equals ma. It can also be m equals fa, or a equals fm, depending on what you're looking for. Law 3 is the law of action and reaction, which is for every action there will be an equal and opposite reaction. Now that we're done with that, we can get to our story. It was a busy day on the island of Sodor. All the engines were hard at work. Meanwhile, Thomas was sulking in his shed. "It's not fair," said Thomas. "All the other engines have jobs but me. It's just not fair. I want to go out and do things. I want to see the world." Just then, the Fat Controller arrived. "Hello, Thomas," he said. "I have a very important job for you. You must take some trucks down to Vickerstown Station. Now be quick, Thomas. I am relying on you to be my number one engine." And off Sir Topham went. Then Thomas went to go get his trucks. When Thomas got to the yard, he was amazed by the amount of trucks that were there. He was told that his train was the one straight in front of him. He was still surprised and shocked at the amount of trucks that were in the yard. He backed up to his trucks, he coupled up, and off Thomas went to Vickerstown. Thomas could see Wellsworth in the distance. He had to stop at Wellsworth to drop off a couple packages. Thomas applied an unbalanced force to his wheels, that unbalanced force being his brakes, causing him to decelerate and stop at Wellsworth. They took the package out of his truck, and off Thomas went to Vickerstown once more. Soon, Thomas made it to Gordon's Hill. Gordon's Hill was very notorious for engines to get stuck on with heavy freight trains or coaches. Thomas slowed down because of the gravity and the slant of the hill, combined with the heavy trucks, made it hard for him to go up. Eventually, Thomas made it to the top of the hill. But then there was trouble. A sudden force pushed on Thomas, that sudden force being the trucks. On, laughed the trucks. Stop pushing, said Thomas. Thomas was going so fast he couldn't stop. Soon, he was going to pass over a bridge where Percy was laying idle. "Help, Percy! I can't stop!" Thomas! But then there was even more trouble. On the line was James the Red Engine, pulling the express. "Out of the way, Thomas," he said. "I can't stop, James." Luckily, a very smart signalman changed the points just in time. Thomas swerved out of the way onto a different track. "Watch where you're going, Thomas," James said as he passed by. Thomas was gaining speed rapidly as the trucks kept pushing him onwards. Thomas could see Vickerstown in the distance. Stop pushing, please!" But then there was soon to be trouble as he was heading straight into Vickerstown. Luckily, a smart-thinking signalman changed the points in time. making Thomas go straight into a pair of buffers with a wall. Thomas veered into the sting, crashing straight through the buffers and into the wall. Luckily, no one was hurt, but Thomas was damaged badly. Just then, the Fat Controller arrived. "What happened here, Thomas?" he asked. "They were pushing me, sir. I couldn't slow them down," said Thomas. "Well, you should have known better than to let them push you, but nevertheless, we'll get you fixed up and back on your branch line," said the Fat Controller. "Oh, thank you, sir," said Thomas. And off went the Fat Controller.